or somebody, 4 people on that one instantly, but on the one in my hand, it took forever. How does that work? Okay. All right. Hi, photo girl. Okay, so I gotta make sure I got the magic marker. I've got a screwdriver for adjusting the safe. I got a bucket of ammo here. So this is 7.62 hollow point, copper jacket, lead core, hollow points. This is a Coyote. No, it's only 80 rounds. That's all there. There's nothing. 80 rounds is nothing. It's a drop in the bucket. Pardon the pun. So I have no idea where the red dot goes to shoot. But once it does get lined up, then I can take some shots, because this is the one I want to have at 120 feet. Which is about the distance I am right now from that target. And I've got here, I wonder if I can get this to work here. Let me see if this works. Can you see? I don't think you can see. Oh, yeah, there you go. So there's my sighting scope, so that I can not have to walk up and see the holes. Oh yeah, that works out. So I'm going to be shooting and just looking at the sighting scope, so that I have to be walking back and forth. And then we'll go up and do what you call it, a proof of what I've hit. 2 streams going, just crazy streaming down here. Just trying to keep it as transparent as possible. But, so you guys can see I'm not playing any games. I can actually get this stuff. Let's get this happening. I gotta go down here. Really close shot. Get a little red dot. is the fixed stream up here, because the iPhone is just garbage on Wi-Fi because I don't have my Wi-Fi tower done, which is the next thing on my list after I get this shooting thing out of the way. Okay, the duck channel, shooting channel. Hi, Inga. Okay, so all right. Okay, I got to swap here. Yeah, you should be getting 720p because that's what the iPad streams in. Okay, so I'm streaming. Actually, can you see this, guys? I'm streaming in stereo. Okay. Alright, we're going to switch this around. Oh, I got it backwards. Alright, hang on. Alright, bear with me. I did not know I was going to have technical difficulties with the iPad, which I should have known because that's just the way it works. Okay, I'm totally... Oh man, I am not... Okay. Okay, there you go. That's what you're getting. Okay, so the 58 people watching the iPhone stream, which is pointing at the targets right now, are... we will get you an answer. Is there a question that I need to be asked? Guess not. Okay, so let's get back. All right. Action-packed episode. Okay, we're switching. We're switching. This will be better because the iPad has bigger aerials. Jug he's chewing on his leash. Yeah, I know, right? But it's cable, so well, he could chew through it, but okay. So let's get back. Let's get back on target. Let's get back focused. Okay. All right. So. Okay, so we were low, big time. Okay, so I want to come up. Hell of a lot, actually. So I'm going to... Where's the clicks? I hit. Safety on. The first one, it looked like I was high. Okay, where is it going through? I think it went high. I think it went high. I'll turn it down a half a dial. I thought because I was like 9 inches and each click is an 1/8 of an inch. I'm way off. I'm a way off, man. I'm way off. Let's try this again. Okay, so it's high, but I got a rip target now. I gotta come down a touch. At least we're hitting the target now. It's okay, so she hit there. So I'm getting closer to being on target. Okay, so at least we're hitting paper. Hitting papers are good, so I gotta bring her down a touch. And then we'll move her back. Like I said, this is virgin shooting with this scope. Totally virgin. And I thought I brought more ammo with me. I did. Okay, I got a pocket. I should have brought a big chunk of cardboard. Yeah. We got a problem on the target situation here. Because of the blowback, sorry about that guys, because of the blowback from the stump behind, because of the hollow point, it's causing some distortion on where I'm actually hitting. I need a big chunk of cardboard. I got a big chunk too. Just so I can see exactly where it's hitting. No screwing around. That's what I need to do. We gotta go for a walk. I have one of those lasers. I already did it. I already put the laser on it, did the bore, and lined it up, and it was still out by 8 inches. So, but I have an idea. I have an idea. We're not, just want to speed this process up a little bit. Because that's, it can take you forever sometimes just to get you on target. But I got a big chunk of cardboard, a 4x4 chunk of cardboard, and I'll lay it on the skid and then take a shot, and then I'll know exactly without having any blowback from the stump behind, because that's what's causing the problem. Poor Doug. He wants to come over where I'm shooting right now. I don't know if anybody's watching the other stream, you can see him. He loves the gun, eh? Because he thinks the gun, it means it's time to run and gun, I guess, you know. I don't know. What a dog. And considering this, guys, when I got him, he was afraid of guns. Absolutely terrified, actually. Terrified. Okay. I have a big chunk of cardboard. Here, see, right there. Off the bottom of the skid. I'll put it on the skid down there. And I got a black magic marker in my pocket. And then this will tell me exactly where the little bugger is hitting. That's why I hate with brand new scopes and that. It's like, even with those lasers, like I got one. And it's like I lasered it all up. I did it out here in the dark. And I had it, you know, lined up, but I've never had any luck with them. Muscovies. Oh, there's a missing Muscovy. I thought we had 4 white ones. There's only 3 white ones in the male now. The flock is getting thin on the Muscovies. I thought we had 4 white Muscovies. Oh, there might be in the metal shed. Might be so, because there's one that keeps thinking that it's going to sit on eggs. All right, this is better. This is real. It's a lot easier, you know, if you don't have a camera and you can just do this, but when you're sharing it with all your internet friends and followers and supporters, it takes a little bit more work. Quite a show. Magic marker. All right, hopefully I can see that. Wind. Of course, the wind has to change direction now. It's been blowing in my back the whole time, and now it's blowing. Okay, how can I do this? I think I just got to be quick. In between gusts of wind. Okay. Right. There we go. Again. Lost my, oh, I got my glasses. Okay, I see exactly where I'm hitting now. Screwdriver. I'm hitting about 6:30 on the dial. So I need to come up again. Holy mackerel. That only moved it a half an inch. Don't tell me it's a defective scope. I'm not kidding you guys. Like I should be climbing. And I went up 1/4 of an inch on that shot. Oh, came up 2 inches that time. This is a lot faster. Oh, we come up 3 inches that time. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Woo hoo. And then the next thing I do is I got to start moving right. Right now, I'm about 2 inches below. Oh, that didn't even, that's like the same spot. Okay, I think I'm gonna move over here to the right. Move to the right. Sometimes when the scope, if you keep turning it, the same dial all the time, it doesn't move like it should until you move the other dial. Well, if I was grouping, okay, I got to show you how close my groups are, guys. This is the frustrating part about getting on target. Okay, this is like this is tight. This is tight grouping. Okay, just in the wrong spot. Okay, the last 3 shots right there. Okay, so that's nice and tight. but I was aiming for that little scribble mark there. So we're tight. We're just, the gun's not shooting where it's supposed to be shooting. So if we can get the gun shooting where it's supposed to be shooting, I can hit a vermin, predator, fox, coyote. Okay, where did I have this? All right, let's get back to action again. I'm sorry that this is so screwed up here today, guys, but this is what it's like when you're trying to do live. Okay, so I got to go up and over. Up. And I want to go right. Half a turn. See how that works. Let's see where this puts it. Oh, we're getting up there. We're getting up there. I gotta go get more ammo. I'm almost at the, I'm like maybe a half an inch below it. But I'm 2 inches to the right. I gotta go get more ammo. I'm out of ammo. This is my last shot. We're getting closer. But just no cigar yet. I'm just gonna bring the bucket down. This is looking like it's gonna take more than a handful of ammo. Because honestly, I think this is the rifle that's going to be doing it in the middle of the night out my bedroom window. It's the one that is going to be. Oh, the ducks are coming over here. I can't see any predators coming. With all the hunting, shooting. I mean, I don't hunt. How long do I think I'll be shooting? I'll be shooting until I get the target acquired and locked on. Okay, so I got to dial up. Dial up. Oh. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try something, guys. I'm going to use the iron sights. I'm just curious to see how the iron sights are. Iron sights actually are shooting better than the red dot, but I can't trust the iron sights. Not with my eyesight. Okay, so I've got to over to the right. Yeah, I can't believe the iron sight actually was closer to the dot. Oh, we're getting really close now. Really close. I'm dead below, and now I just got to come up some. We're getting there. We're getting there. And then I can go back to the target, the 120 foot mark, and get it sighted right in. Okay, it looks like, let me just take a look. I hit the spot. I'm going to do one more shot. Okay, it looks like I'm on target now. Now it's time to go to a real target. Okay, gun's empty. I'm thinking, yeah, look at that. It's like, and this is free shooting, you know, standing up, doing free, resting on nothing, you know, and you can group them so they're almost on top of each other. I don't know. In my world, that's pretty good shooting. Look at that. Almost on top of each other. Now I am close, but that's when you can pluck them that tight beside each other. Now let's see, let's get some distance, i.e. up to the wood pile to the targets, and see how it works. The only thing I'm worried about is all this blowback. I don't want the target to keep moving on me. Because of these hollow points, there's so much destruction behind. I got 3 targets to play with. If not, I'll have to go back to the garage, get another nail, and I think I probably, what do you think, guys? You think I should just go get some more nails and double nail the targets? And that way we're not screwing around? What do you think? Do you think I should? Feedback. If not, we're just going to stumble here. So it's your choice. Do you want it to be a little more organized? Why not? Why not? Go for it. Go for it. Yes. Okay. So I take a hammer and some more nails. I'm glad you agree. And that way the targets don't bounce around and we can just get this done. I still got to do some duck chores too. There's still things to do here, you know. I can't see a critter coming up here. Put that there. The SKS, the ultimate backyard rifle. It, you know, coyotes, foxes, it doesn't matter. They are screwed. I'm really curious to see what these hollow points do, because when I bought them, they were on sale. It was like it was ridiculously cheap, actually. It was like $12.99 Canadian for 20 rounds, which in this part of the world is ridiculously cheap, because normally the hollow points at Crappy Tire are $24.99 for 20 on the 7.62 by 39, because they drive it to us. Is your choice either it's Full Metal Jacket, Chinese surplus, or ridiculously expensive. Okay, the dog is no, Doug, you're staying there. So I bought these for like $12.99 for 20 rounds. Like I said, in this part of the world, that's cheap. That's like $9 US. Okay. Right, so we need 3 more nails and a hammer. The poor dog. Okay, what have I got in my pocket here? Okay. Wish I could set some traps. You guys in the traps, man. Here, I gotta make sure this stays. Look at that, the dog. I don't know if you're watching the other stream, guys. The dog is wound right up because of all the gun shooting, eh? He just loves the gun. Yeah, I'll show you in this line. There's this, okay, switch camera. See that? No, he's tied up because I'm on the other side of the property, and if the fox darts out from the bush right now, Doug will bark. But if I don't, he'll be over where I'm shooting right now, right beside me. And I want the ducks protected right now, because I'm not at the garage. My plan was that once I get the gun shooting done, do my duck chores, I was going to do some work on the lightning rod assembly, rig-a-majig. You just shoot with your camera? I shoot with cameras every day too. I'll shoot with everything. But honestly, guys, this is the only time I ever touch guns. Seriously. I don't. I honestly have no use for them in my day-to-day life. I don't target practice, as I told you. I don't target practice. I'm bad at it. I hate target practice. But this kind of stuff, you know, when you got predators, honestly, guys, this is exciting. I don't know. I didn't realize how exciting it was until the last 4 years sharing on YouTube. You know, because I think a lot of it's because of the passion of the ducks. You know, because I care about the ducks so much, and it's like I'm protecting my babies. And it's just the rush of being, I guess you'd say, a dad. I don't know. It's like, stop that from spinning. Yeah, so it's like until I started tubing, you know, other than shooting, you know, rabbits getting into my garden or pigeons getting into my bird feeders, I didn't bother. I grew up with guns, so it was, I guess, no big deal to me. You know, when you grow up with something, you take it for granted. You just don't, you know, you just don't bother with it. Like a lot of people, you know, didn't grow up with guns, so they get into the sport and then they shoot their faces off and get all crazy. It's sort of like loud stereos in my car. It's the same deal. I got that out of my life too. Now I drive around my car and I never turn the radio on. Like never. Okay. All right. Am I going to eat the coyote? Yeah, I'm going to roast him and invite you over. Okay. How am I going to do this? Okay, so here's the situation. Okay, so I got one stream right now facing. You've never seen a real gun? Well, you can see them today, Amanda. Okay, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. I got one facing downrange, guys, with the roar of a lawnmower behind me, but I'm making a lot more noise than my neighbor is. There's like a lot more. Actually, you know that lawnmower? That noise is my #1 irritant. He's anal on cutting his lawn. Drives me nuts. Like he's always cutting his lawn. I hate lawnmowers. It's like, okay, I'm trying to get this. Is this working? Okay, hang on, bear with me. Hang on. All right. It's going to shake, guys, because I'm on the wire. So if the fence moves, it gives you that woo, woo, woo. It's the fence. Right. Okay, so I was low. I was on the black circle, touching the 7 o'clock on the black 7 p.m. or 2100 hours on the dial. So I've got to dial it up a touch and over to the right, maybe one click each direction, and then take some shots. This is going to be a little uneventful because I'm going to be doing the spot and scope, and I got to adjust the camera because you're looking at my feet. I got to try to keep this as entertaining as possible for you guys patiently watching me do this. Right? It's only right of me. Have I tried fox? I prefer my fox with a little bit of jerk seasoning. I've had it a couple times with curry powder. Wasn't fond of it. All right. Here we go. Alright, I gotta go down there, guys. This is bizarre. It's off by like 10 inches. I'm on the paper, but I'm off by 10 inches. So, actually, I gotta go down and do a double check here. Because that makes no sense. We'll take the phone, the iPad down. I'm bringing you along, guys. It's like I'm on the paper, but she's way off, which it shouldn't be that way off, considering I was hitting the bullseye, standing there with the red dot. Okay. Unbelievable. I hate scopes. I'm not kidding you guys. It's like, I have no idea where it went. Well, where did I put... I took the cardboard back to the garage. Oh! This is frustrating. I'm gonna bring the gun up here and stand here. You guys can watch me from the other stream walking down there. It's not even remotely close. I'm gonna dial it back. I'm gonna dial it back, and then I'm gonna take another shot. And then I'll decide if I'm gonna go down there or not. That's strange. It just threw 2 good rounds out. That is just... I gotta walk down there and just take a shot to see where it's going now. It doesn't make any sense. None. 0 zip. That shot was dead center. maybe 1 inch from the top, or 1 inch from the center, above it, but in the black. But dead center, like not even off the left, right, nothing. I'm in the block. I'm in the block. I actually hit the target now. Okay, so I'm like 11 o'clock in the block. I hit the same hole again. I ripped it right beside it. What are the odds of that, eh? Hitting the same hole. So I gotta come down. We're getting there. Ducks are on the move, gone to the creek. Okay, if 0's a bullseye, I'm now in 7.5 range. We're getting dialed in here. Mr. Fox at night is going to be in for a real surprise. Because if one of these hit him, he ain't going to be limping away. Tiny man, Bushnell stuff. It's not like it used to be. That doesn't make any sense. I'm baffled. But I remember with my other one, I went through the same thing, getting it set up. Frustrating. You know what it's like? It's like the dial's backwards. That's what it's like. It's like I'm dialing, the arrow says up, so I'm dialing it down, but it's going up. That's exactly what it's like. I'm going to turn it up and see what happens. It seems to be moving the opposite direction that I'm dialing it. Can't see with my glasses on here. thing. I'm not even hitting target, guys. It's gone. It's completely off now. It's like I'm just going to take a shot here at the bottom of the target and see where it shows up here. Holy mackerels. Okay. It is somehow now about 10 inches high and just on the edge of the block to the left. Like 6.5, about in the 6th circle. But it's like 10 inches high now. You know, I really miss my eyesight because up until losing my eyesight, I never used scopes in my life. I had iron sights my whole life, iron sights. Never used scopes. I hated scopes. And now because my eyesight's screwed, I can't see without a scope. That is just not right. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. I'm going to take you down there and show you what I'm doing here. It's like I'm baffled. Unless it's a defective red dot. Oh, I don't believe this. 124 people watch me miss the target. So I dialed it down, and it's climbing. I don't get it. It's actually shooting higher the more I dial it down. I'm thinking the little Chinese guy that made it laughing that they put the wrong dials on it. I don't know. But like, because I'll show you where I'm aiming. Okay? So there's my group right there. Okay? But I'm aiming right there because I had a hunch it was high and I wanted to see. Like, and I dialed it down, and when I dialed it down and still aiming here, I dialed it down 3 clicks and it went from there to there. Any input from you guys? Any professional keyboard warrior shooters out there? Where's my magic marker? It's like man, oh man. It's like I can group it tight. We could just get it to group tight in the right place. Possible upside down dial installation. Yeah. I'm gonna do the opposite on the dials. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna I can't do iron. My eyes, man. I can't see. You have no idea how blurry it is for me. Like literally, I'm shooting in braille when I use iron sights. I'm shooting in braille. That's what I do. It's like, I'm not gonna lie. It's like I'll take a shot. Actually, I'll take a shot with the iron sights here and show you. Watch, I'll nail it. Eh? I'll do a dead bullseye shot with the iron sights. I'm gonna try the iron sights actually. Let's do an iron sight. And a 57-minute mat missing the target. Definitely no glasses because I can't see nothing with glasses. Okay, so this is going to be an iron sight shot, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm not even going to look through the... Oh, I gotta look. Okay, it's I'm in the number 1-2 ring at 9 o'clock is where it is. Well, we don't need to go down and look, but it's like, but that could be because the gun. Oh, I can see why. The sight is yeah, it's off center. Yeah, we're off center on the sight. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, where's the camera? Okay, where's the camera on this thing? Can you guys see this? Can you see that? Or am I? See how it's off center, just a touch? I don't know if can you see that or not? Is it showing up? We're off center, just a touch, okay? So it's off center, just a touch, and I'll show you where the iron sight hit. But it's like blurry as hell for me to shoot. Not comfortable as in like it's gonna be a confirmed kill shot type thing, you know what I mean? Braille, shooting in braille basically. But the front sight is over a touch, so it needs to be over. I need the tool to adjust the front sight. But the height is dead on, pretty close. There it is. So, you know, the height is not bad, you know, but because the front sight it's off center. So, actually, no, I'd have to hit his head. I'd have to shoot, if his head's there, I'll hit him in the chest. So, but I want to get it here. I need it here. This is where I need it because I don't want to guess. I hate when you guess. You know, like when you're going, when you have to do the compensation when you're shooting, because you can't have compensation in a pressure situation. It doesn't work. You've got to your gun's got to be hidden where you want it because you're not thinking. It's all reactionary. It's not like hunting where you're sitting in a blind and you're sitting there and you can wait and you know your gun's off a little bit and you know you got to do this and calibrate for that. When you're reacting like this, which you guys have seen how fast things happen here the other day, you know how I was talking to you on the phone and you just like boom, 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 and you're just shooting. Like that's the way it happens. So you want to make sure your weapon is hidden where it's supposed to. Exactly, Inga. And you got to make sure all of them are hitting where they're supposed to, because you don't want to go, oh, this gun shoots a little bit over to there, this gun shoots a little bit over to there, and you just don't want to do that. You want them all to shoot where they're supposed to shoot, so that when you grab it and all hell's breaking loose, i.e. Mr. Fox or Mr. Coyote's in the yard, you just want to put the dot on him and end his life. You don't want to be going, oh, I need to aim at his head for this gun if I want to hit him in the chest, or I got to aim at his rear to hit him in the head. You just don't want that kind of variable. So we're going to go, this is an upside down world. So it's high. So I'm going to do the dial the opposite direction. So I've dialed it up. So in theory, this should bring me down based on experience so far with this thing. You're not going to believe it. I turned the dial up and it went up. It actually went up. I'm cracking. All right, it's coming down. It's coming down. Problem was I was doing 3 clicks at a time, and at that time I turned a full quarter turn. I'm being too delicate with it. What I'm doing is I'm thinking sighting in at like 100, 200 yard type shots instead of like 35 like I'm doing for this guy, for the sighting in for the ability to nail something in the yard. Okay, now I'm only about 2 inches high, but I'm way over to the left. So I'm 2 inches high. But we're definitely making an improvement here. All right. What is going on? Oh, guys, this is turning out to be a bad experience here. We're going to go down and mark the target. It's still high, but now it's center. Well, it's closer to center. But I need to go down and magic marker. Where's my magic marker? Okay, let's go, guys. Are we losing people? Nope, still got 147 people watching me fail. I don't believe this. Oh man, this is. It's like, you know, they're really grouping good, except they're just not where they're supposed to be. Yeah, the Canada geese, they're on the other side of the lake right now. I came down and spooked them to make sure that nobody got accidentally shot, because that's against the law. All right, so see, we're getting closer to center, as you can see, but it's still really shooting high because I'm shooting for the nail, to give you an idea. That's where I'm aiming right now. It's like, and that right there is the one that when I was dialing here, and I said, well, let's try the opposite direction, and I really went high then. It's like, oh man, and I gotta get it so that it's hidden where I'm pointing it. Oh, gun's not hot. It's not even close to being hot. Not even remotely close to being hot, actually. Firing single shots like this. It'd be different if I was, you know, pumping 5 rounds through, like, you know, putting whole clips through it, and just keep reloading. Then it's getting hot. Right now, she's just warming up. She's not bad at all. That kind of difference. Is Dougie being a good dog on the other stream? Is he? Yeah, he is. He's sitting there. That's good. Hello, Moscow. How you doing? I'm actually shooting a Russian SKS right now. It's a Russian. It's a Russian. How's Putin doing? Can I show you on the scope where I'm looking? I don't know how I can show you on the scope. Well, I gotta turn this other stream off, guys. Battery's dying. Yeah. Okay, I gotta finish this stream. Okay. Goodbye on this one. Battery's going down. Okay. Oh yeah, we only got 6% power. Phone's gonna die in a second, actually. She's getting pretty warm. All right, iPad. We're strictly iPad right now, guys. Okay. Okay, so I gotta come down more. Once it's sighted in, it'll just stay there. And we'll be ready for the 2 a.m. Mr. Fox. Alright. Man, oh man, this is just brutal. Well, not brutal actually. Okay. I'm inch and a half above center. Inch and a half. Inch and a half above center. but really over to the left. Really over to the left. Oh, that's getting better. Finally. I shouldn't say anything. I'm going to take one more shot before I adjust it. It's so close. So close. It's an improvement. It's an improvement. Are you ready? Neighbor's yelling. I guess they're not liking the shooting. He's in his yard yelling. But we're so close. Next thing, the cops will be showing up here. Maybe even live, eh? Hard to tell. All right. So I was aiming right here. I hit here, and I hit here. So this was one of the bad ones. So we're close. I just gotta come down a touch. I'm so close. So close. So close. Time to aim at a new target. Where did I put my hammer? I got the hammer. I'm gonna start off with a fresh target. We're very close. Really close. Oh man, do you believe how many rounds this took to get that scope to hit? My neighbor's wife is the one that has a problem with the guns. She's freaked out. They've called the cops on me many, many times. Countless times, actually. All right. It got to the point that I was actually, I had to get a lawyer to deal with the cops because they were harassing me. I'm having a problem. I should have brought down the. All right, that's what you get right now here, guys. And a fresh target on top here. This is the one I want. All right, we're starting fresh. Oh, I hope it just hits. So I was a little bit high, right? I'll turn it down one click. What do I'll do? I'll turn it down one click. One click. I need a drink of water too. All right. I don't believe what I'm going through here. I'm losing interest in sighting in. It's like, I just don't believe it. Don't believe it. Oh, Dave, it's bad. The stream battery's dying? What, is it dying on this? Okay. The thing is, you know, he's got a little tiny dog. I'm talking like a little tiny, like 8-10 pound dog. Perfect size for a coyote or a fox to eat. Perfect size. Okay. It's close as we've been yet. It's in the 9. Now, we're into the 9. And it's about 10 o'clock. I need to lay the gun down so there's no movement now at all, is what I gotta do to double check this. Because the amount of movement that it is, it could be me. It could very well be me, because red dot, you know, it's not like a crosshairs on a scope, because basically the red dot, it's like, you're like on the whole target, you know. So I need to dial back the red dot so it's smaller. like that, actually. Okay. Worse. Not I'm getting frustrated. I think it's time to I'll show you. It's like I'll take you down there. Oh, I know my neighbor is like whatever. He's see the thing is, his wife just freaking hates guns. They phoned the police once and told the police that I had a machine gun and that I was shooting a machine gun off. You want to see a bunch of cops show up then? Woo. Man, some nights, you know, you can hear the highway. Unbelievable. Just the wind blows the right way. Okay. I'm thinking I gotta get my chores done and approach this fresh tomorrow because it is not good. So this was the one I did, and I felt there was a little bit of movement happening because of me. This one, I laid the rifle on the log. The rifle was absolutely dead still. I turned down the red dot so it was nice and small, so it was only lighting up the center here, and she dropped. And honestly, I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. And when you get tired, this is time to take a break. What do you think, guys? And it's not because of my neighbor. It's because I'm tired. I'm getting frustrated. So, oh, my neighbor, you have no idea what it's like, guys. None. They were apartment dwellers, okay? They moved to the country, and you're not allowed to make any noise in the country as soon as they moved in. And what they did was they rented a wood chipper one weekend, 3-day weekend, and totally destroyed their bush. Totally. Like stripped it of all noise barrier. And then started complaining about me making noise in my backyard. Hammers up here. You would not believe the amount of times the police were here. It was crazy, just crazy. Anyways, it was hell. It was hell. I tell you that much. It was hell. They moved in, and the thing was, when I went to the police, because I had enough after they did this to me for 3 years, and I was starting to crack with the police stuff. And I went in and had a little chat with the sergeant. Actually, I got a lawyer involved, and they, which I couldn't believe it. They looked at my address. I know everything these days is tracked. Well, they looked at my address, and they said prior to this neighbor moving in, they didn't even know I existed. They'd never had a call about me, nothing, zero zip. nothing. This guy moves in, and it was like the calls were unbelievable. So I had to get my lawyer to issue a letter telling them that the police were going to keep harassing me because they never once went to his house first to find out what was going on before they came to my house. It was just constant police. And I wasn't doing anything illegal. I wasn't doing anything I wasn't allowed to be doing. But they felt, because in town they have a 11 o'clock bylaw for noise, they felt that there was 11 o'clock bylaw in the bush. Actually, they felt that there was a 3 o'clock in the afternoon bylaw that you weren't allowed to have music playing on your back deck at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. That's how crazy it got. So, but I'm fried. I'm tired. I probably look it. Do I look tired? Maybe town for they move them back to town. Yeah, they should have to move back into town. Just bizarre. They move out here and they anyways. Long story short, they drove me freaking nuts, and they just love calling the police. Just love it. And here's the crazy part. You're gonna love this one, guys. Is that the guy's unemployed, and there's like he does not work. He just sits at home. She works at some factory in Ottawa, and he doesn't work. And it's like he could I could give him so much work, but he's just an absolute moron. I wouldn't want him here. So I need a glass of water. Actually, thanks for reminding me. Glass of water. Do my duck chores, fill up the feeder with the remaining feed. Tomorrow morning I'm going on a feed run with Robert to Robert's place to get the 43 bags of feed. The weekly feed run. And then I'll go back at this tomorrow. I'm so close to that site. It's got to be soon. We're so close. But I got to get it so that it shoots where it's supposed to be shooting. All right. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you very much for joining, guys. I can't believe it. You've hung along this long. Doug's sitting over there like a good little dog. He's being really good right now. He wants to he wants to come free. Actually, no. The thing is that no matter how much I keep shooting, they don't leave. They're just here to make me miserable. But I ignore him. There was a tree hanging over his fence there, and he was worried it was going to hit. And I was in the bush, and I heard him. I was working with the chainsaw, and he was yelling his lungs out, trying to get my attention. And I turned the chainsaw up because I had to move. You know what? When he yelled and yelled and yelled, trying to get my attention. Yeah, and he was trying to tell me about the tree. And I said, "Call the cops! Don't talk to me, man." I have no dialogue with him. But he didn't like that when I told him to call the cops about the tree. He was lost for words, actually. He had no idea what to say after that. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get things happening here because it's probably, I don't even know what time it is. It's probably, well, actually, I'm looking at the chat here. Holy mackerel, 6:30. Okay, I got to get my chores happening here, get the feeder filled up, and put some weapons away. And, there's no chance of the fox showing up, obviously, right now because Doug's down there and I've been shooting. So thanks, guys, for joining me. Water, and I gotta get a glass of water. Tomorrow we'll do this again, and hopefully we can get this thing hidden. And then I got because I honestly, guys, I think I'm gonna get the fox. It's gonna be a nighttime shot. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night, and it's gonna be an SKS shot in the middle of the night, just like I got the coyote last year in the middle of the night, because that's when they get the most. Like last night, he was right out here, like between the house and the pen. So it's like he's got to go. That's the bottom line. He's got to go. So, all right, I'm gonna sign off, move some cameras around, and just do all the duck stuff I do this time of night. Love yous all.